All right, who's up for some great stats, some great trends, how the market's moving, buy low teams, sell high teams, free plays. We've got you all covered here. It's the Power 5 for college football week 8 here on WagerTalk TV. I am Bryan Power. How you doing? Let's get into it with the market moves section. And we're going to talk about Penn State, a popular dog this week at Ohio State in what is the top game of the weekend. But Circa, curiously, has moved this number to Buckeyes minus 5.5, while the rest of the market sits minus 4.5. Also, money has poured in on the under in that top 10 matchup. Interesting stuff there. I think Toledo going from a pick to minus 2 at Miami, Ohio is also an interesting line move, given that the Rockets have failed to cover 5 straight, while the Redhawks are perfect 6-0 against the number of their last 6 games. Tennessee, like Penn State, might be a trendy ranked underdog as the Vols head to Tuscaloosa to face Alabama. Of course, the Crimson Tide have revenge for a 52-49 loss last season in Knoxville. I did a full game preview on that Alabama-Tennessee matchup elsewhere here on WagerTalk TV, so check that out here on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed where you get those instant alerts. You won't miss any of our great sports betting content. Few other interesting moves for Saturday. Texas Tech goes from minus 4.5 to minus 3.5 at BYU. Iowa, who is 6-1 despite a moribund offense, has gone from minus 5.5 to minus 3.5 at home versus rested Minnesota. So bettors not buying that start from the Hawkeyes. Finally, USC has taken sharp money. Trojans now up to minus 7 at home versus Utah in yet another top 25 matchup on our slate. Okay, for sell high, let's go back to that aforementioned Iowa team, who has been outgained in all but one game this season and is dead last in the FBS in total offense. I can't explain how they're 6-1, folks. Truly incredible, especially considering they've lost their starting quarterback and top 2 tight ends. I discussed this Minnesota-Iowa game earlier this week on the college football show. I would take the points with the Golden Gophers, who again are off a bye. We're not going to need many points. That total, by the way, sitting at 31.5. Who should you maybe look to buy low on this week? How about Wake Forest, who has lost 3 in a row and is up against a Pitt team that just pulled an outright upset over ranked Louisville at home? But a couple things to consider. First off, Louisville was actually our sell high team on the show last week. I took the points with Pitt, and while they did get the 38-21 upset, they did so despite being outgained 433 to 288. The key for the Panthers in that upset win, they were plus 3 in turnovers, and the game really swung on an 86-yard pick 6 late in the third quarter. Now, Pitt must travel to Winston-Salem to face a Wake Forest team that was hit by the flu bug last week, but should be better prepared here. By the way, Pitt has Notre Dame and then Florida State on deck, so they might be overlooking this road trip. Wake Forest, curiously, down to a pick'em at some shops. I would buy low on them to snap the 3-game losing streak and beat Pitt. What do you think of those sell high and buy low spots? Let me know down in the comments section below while you're at it. How about giving the show a thumbs up? Smash that like button for the Power 5. Stat of the day as we continue. There are only 3 teams left in the country unbeaten against the spread. All are 6-0 ATS. The 3 teams are Oklahoma, Penn State, and UNLV. Certainly one of those not like the others. I already mentioned Penn State is a dog this week at Ohio State, a public dog perhaps. Well, the other 2 are both favored. Oklahoma laying 19 at home to UCF. Both teams off a bye there. UNLV laying 8 at home to a Colorado State team that is off a miracle win last week at home over Boise State. I should mention with that Oklahoma-UCF game, you got to check the status of John Reese Plumlee for the Knights before making a wager on that one. Before we get to the power play of the week, I do want to let you all know, just a reminder, I currently do have a 5% NFL play on sale right now at WagerTalk.com. It's just my second 5% play in NFL this season. The first, of course, saw Buffalo as a 2.5-point favorite destroy Miami 48-20. That was a $2 Tuesday selection. So many people were on board. We were so happy with that one. We think this is going to bring a similar result. And going back to last bowl season, I'm number 1 at Wager Talk with all 5% releases. That includes a phenomenal 77% record in football, 10-3. And I've also won my last 5% releases overall, including 3 in college football. One more promo note. Right now, WagerTalk is running a special where you can get a 30-day all-access pass for just $199. No coupon needed. Head on over to my page, wt.buzz/BP, to take advantage right now. Power play of the day. Okay, let's talk Commander-in-Chief Trophy. Talked about this game on WagerTalk today with Prez and Teddy earlier in the week. Air Force at Navy, 12 p.m. Eastern kickoff in Annapolis. We can get double digits, plus 10.5, in a game where the total is currently down to 34. These Service Academy games, they always tend to be close. 6 of the last 7 played between Air Force, Army, and Navy have been decided by one possession. That includes last year's Air Force Navy game out in Colorado Springs, where Navy easily covered as 2 touchdown underdogs in a 13-10 loss. The midshipmen now 15-7 ATS, their last 22 tries as a dog. That includes 11-3 when getting between 10.5 and 21 points. I say take the points in this one. Give me Navy. That does it for the Power 5 for Week 8 of college football. Check me out on X at Bryan Power _wins. Make sure you're subscribed to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments section below what your best bets are for the weekend. Until next time, let's cash some tickets.